Hello and welcome to Gemma's Window. If you have followed the calculations in the box below or jumped onto my website at gemmaswindow@gmail.com and you have determined you are a power year number 8, you're at the right place. Hi 8s! It's May 2021 and you are in the month of 4. Now, as I'm shuffling the cards here, I'm going to review what those numbers mean for you. But I do want to remind you, H, that you only have to work out your power year number once for the entire year. Your monthly numbers change, and that's where I come in. So let's review what these numbers mean. Again, we're going to do business, then love, then answer the best outcome of any question that you have. Those are our 3 usual segments. And as I prepare for them, let's review those numbers. So power year 8. 8 is the most karmic number in your cycle. So this is a year of positive rewards or negative rewards based on your past behavior. Have you been kind and honest to people and really done the best job that you can with anything in your life? Or have you been dishonest and this, and the other thing? The thing about karmic debt that can be confusing is that you can have past life karmic debt. Of course, we all do. Well, how do we know what that is? How do we know when we get whacked with something very serious? Well, what are we being punished for? Well, we don't. We don't always know. But it is a year where let's focus on being greatly rewarded. And also, it's a very financial number. It's your most financial number of the year, of the cycle, I mean. And you can, sure, if, some of you might have a reversal in fortune in the negative sense, because there's got to be the yin and the yang. But it's a lot about sudden windfalls, getting that promotion, asking for the raise and getting it, being able to afford something that you wanted. So there's a lot of finance around the number 8. Another thing about 8, and this is, I know it's a little bit hard when I throw it out at you to get, or maybe it's not, but it's, we don't want you to be a victim in the power year of 8. We want you to feel like you own your power, to feel like, no one has control. There is no control, okay? That's all an illusion, and it's one that I really buy into because I'm all about that. But really, anything can fall out of the sky at any moment and throw you and make you topsy-turvy. So we want to take a look at how you handle topsy-turvy. Do you handle it with I blame everyone else, oh, why me, why me? Or do you look at it and go, what was my part in this to be sure it doesn't happen again? Or just accepting that somewhere along the line, even before I came to Earth, maybe I chose this as an experience. Now, what am I going to do about it, and how am I going to get through it? We don't want you to be a victim. We want you to see your strength. You're in a month of 4, and 4 is very much about getting things done. So you have 2 numbers taunting you at the moment that are very, very working and business. So, let's take a look. Now, I do want to mention to you that 4 is one of the years where you might commit to someone or break up with someone because you decided, I want to have someone I trust. I want to be in a committed relationship. So I have to let go of this person to find the next person. That is a possibility. 4 is also about determining where you want to live and what you want your occupation to be, and maybe changing some belief systems because you're feeling like, I want to look at the big picture here. I want to look for the future. Do I want to live here for the future? Do I want to be with this person for the future? So the 4 is building blocks. It's when you're building for your future. They're heavy numbers that you've got there. So let's take a look. Let's start with those of you 8s who are working, and then we'll move on to those looking for work. And this bears repeating. I want to say this again, that all words in this segment are for you, 8s. This is a general reading, so I might say something under romance that actually fits the relationships more that you have at work with people. Like if I say, oh, things seem to be fluctuating and you're feeling this or you're feeling that, it might describe your workplace. Then take it, 8s. All words are for you. So if they resonate with you and sound right for you, take them. So at first, though, we're going to divide things up to try to make things a little more specific and a little bit more interesting. So let's look at our 8s who are working. There's somebody in your way, 8s. There's some kind of an obstacle in your way to getting more of what you want. The cards are saying that you're pretty happy with many, many things at the workplace, but you're not where you want to be. Or you start feeling a hankering for, maybe I want more. Maybe I want to change. Now, in your future, which is your outcome card, is a very smart person. This person could be a boss at work. They could be someone who lends money because you want to start your own business, a backer, an investor. It can be a parent that you get advice from. But there's somebody that's it's going to either dawn on you or fall into your lap. It might be, like I say, a boss at work or an HR person where you say, okay, I'm going to set up a meeting and say, I've been waiting for a promotion or a raise or a transfer or this or that. What do I do? I want it. What do I do? So it is a very nice, it's a good person, it's a helpful person, it's a person who can get you where you want to go or give you the advice to get you where you want to go, is coming into your field of vision. Now, you may have known this person forever, but you didn't realize that they were the ticket to XYZ kind of thing. So it's a month for you to go for it, to talk to people, to explore what else is there for me. Maybe you'd like an early retirement and you want to get out. Maybe you want to look at a package. That would be something for an 8. So I'm going to leave it at that, 8s, because it really does describe that this is a month where you want to get something done and you find or think of or remember or realize the right person who can help get you there. It's a person who accelerates you and gets you to where you want to be. Now, we're looking at 8s now who are looking for work, and it's funny because this is very nice. It starts out with you backed into a corner. You don't know what else to do. Maybe you feel like you've done everything that you can, and you don't know where to apply or what to look at. But at the same time, this month, you have up to 3 different offers or opportunities coming to your door. So I want to suggest that if you haven't done any work, maybe you've blown it off, okay? Maybe the last thing you sent out was 6 months ago, COVID's still happening, and you're like, I'm still waiting. Well, yes, you may hear back from somebody that you reached out to 6 months ago. But this reading is telling you, well, then reach out again. Reach out again. And if you haven't reached out, put it out because you're thinking, why bother? Put it out there, because you have in your energy up to 3 ideas and offers and good leads, I mean very good leads, coming to you in this month of May, 8s. And then I have you sticking your neck out and going on an adventure. So I feel like that some of you might say, those aren't good enough. I don't want that. I don't want to go back to being a cashier. I want to go out and I want to sell products on the road. So maybe you continue pursuing that dream and you turn away other things. Or maybe you accept one of these things that are offered to you, and maybe it's a little bit different than what you had in mind or what you've done before, or someone has faith in you that, look, you used to sell cosmetics and now we want you to sell pharmaceuticals. And you're like, ooh, that's out there and different. But you go ahead and you give it a try. So that's what I have for you, 8. It's very, very interesting. I don't want to go on and on because I can confuse things when it's pretty much clear cut there what's going on. Now let's take a look, 8, for those of you in a relationship, and then for those of you looking for a relationship, okay? So expect to hear from me things about being a victim, who did what, and also, breakups and makeups. So let's take a look. All right, I have a different deck. This is my relationship deck. Okay. And all right, those are cards for our 8s who are in a relationship. And now let's pull some cards for our 8s who are looking for a relationship. Okay, so you're in a relationship, and I feel like this is a little bit tricky because you've got good people around you yet again, 8s. So this is a different card, it's a different deck, and you still, it shows, have people who have your best interest at heart are around you. So you may have been asking for advice or just receiving advice that you didn't really even ask for, but they are people who are helpful, they care about you, because there seems to be a situation where you can't get a straight answer perhaps from your honey. This is the mixed signals, the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde card. And I feel like that someone is shutting you out of something. They're not including you in their thoughts. They're not including you in their ideas. They're not being completely honest with you. And I think you're at a crossroads here about, well, am I going to keep pursuing this idea or conversation, or am I going to let it go? And the outcome here is that you are feeling good about yourself. You're feeling like, okay, I'm okay. Maybe it's them. Maybe I don't. This is interesting because in the year of 8, we don't want you to blame others and then feel sorry for yourself. But what if in this case you say, hey, this isn't my fault. I am communicating. I am open about what I want in this, whatever the instance is. It's them who aren't. So rather than blame them for the standstill in our relationship or this particular issue, what if I just accept it? What if I just accept it? That this is what it is. We're nowhere closer to that engagement ring than we ever were. Why don't I just accept it? Accept that this person has a problem with commitment. I want commitment. So now that I've accepted it, am I going to live with it or not? That's a whole different point of view I wasn't expecting. Very interesting. Now we come down to our eights who are looking for a relationship. And it looks to me like you're coming from some kind of time of flux. There might have been a love triangle somewhere. Somebody's gotten into the way of your relationship. It can even be that you've been needed at home and you haven't been able to go out. I'm not really talking about COVID. I mean, it could be a third party, I guess, because it's influencing everything. I'm talking more people, but it just looks like there was some kind of flux, too many hands in the cookie jar, too much information, too many maybe even suitors, because you're like, I can't do this. I can't date multiple people. I can't. I thought maybe I could, but I can't. But whatever the conundrum is, the next card that you have is a 9, and so you're almost wrapping things up. You're almost coming to the conclusion of whatever the confusion is. And can it be that you've been being pulled at work and you've had to work weirder hours or cover for other people? Yes. Something has gotten into the way, but you're coming to the conclusion of that. And even if it's, I hate computer dating, it's always stunk for me and I hate it, it could be that you're coming to the end of hating it. It could be that finally somebody very cool reaches out to you or you reach out to them and you get excited. So it's the end of the conundrums. You can block all the other people that have been not doing anything for you, or sometimes they're there and sometimes they're not. And you move on to the Star card, which is a great card because it says that you were willing to go through the motions and maybe even some unpleasantness because you had faith that things are going to work out. Now, could this be that your ex or someone that you care about is with someone else and they finally break up with them? Yes, it can mean that. Can it mean that suddenly where you were dating but you weren't exclusive and they're suddenly all around you and they want to be with you more and you're suspecting like, ooh, are we going the exclusive route here? Yes, it can be that. You have good things coming in this month of 4. Can it be that you let someone go to focus and be exclusive with someone else? Or even be free to meet the right person? Yes, it can. It can mean all those things. Now, 8s, I'm not just saying this, okay? I take this very, very seriously. So if I say it, I either saw it in the cards or I felt it in the cards. I'm not doing a Pollyanna read here for you. Okay, our last segment is any question at all. You may ask about work again. You may ask about relationships again. You may ask about a relationship with your best friend. You may ask about health or finance or promotion, or maybe a relationship at work. Like, ooh, does that person I'm looking at work, what do they think of me? Make it open-ended. Yes or no's are a little bit tricky, so make it open-ended. I'm going to answer in an open-ended way, so I would suggest to take my words and tweak them to answer your question. And the more specific your question is, the easier you will find that to do. Because if you're kind of like, this is what I do. When I'm making up a question in my head and I don't make it an exact thing and I don't say it out loud, sometimes I'm really asking 2 or 3 questions to myself, and then when I hear the answer, I don't know which one it's answering. So the more specific you are with one question, the more specific the answer will be. You have some mighty strong cards here. Wow. Wow. Whew. So you're starting with the Death card, and that means the ending of something that takes time to get over. But it means letting go of the life that you are living to receive the wonderful life that's waiting for you. So it's you here who makes the decision to break up with someone. It's you here who makes the decision to finally commit. It's you here who makes the decision to leave one job for a whole new field, or maybe just another job. Now, the card that's coming into being is the confidence card. It's a lack of confidence on your part. And so you need to muster up confidence by surrounding yourself with someone positive, or someone who isn't going to say, I knew it wasn't going to work. That's going to just set you back. Because ultimately you have the very, very best card in the deck, which is the Sun. And the Sun means that the universe is pushing you under a beautiful golden arch. They want you to move forward in this area of whatever you've been looking for. They want you to expand. They want you to commit in a relationship if that's what you want. They want you to get the promotion. They want you to succeed. That's what you have waiting for you. They want you to heal from an illness. So you might be saying, I want to stop a certain medication and I don't know if I can, and or the doctor's advising against it, but I want to give it a whirl. That is a possibility this month for you, because you're going to have a period of mourning because you'll feel the withdrawal symptoms, or you're going to have to go over some hurdles before you can say, okay, it's out of my system. Now I can really gauge how I'm doing without it. Or you may say, I'm going to stop all treatment, but I'm scared. And this reading reflects that. It reflects that. But it says that whatever you stop, you have a game plan in your mind, even if you don't know where the next doctor or job or lover is. But you've got a game plan of what you're looking for, and the universe is going to help you find it. The universe, your guides, your ancestors, they're all going to be there for you. Okay, H, it's an action year for you. It's an action month for you. And very, very nice cards. Very interesting cards. If you'd like to get a hold of me, or you'd like to ask me a specific question, please do. Just jump on my website at gemmaswindow@gmail.com. And you can get a hold of me there, or contact me for a private reading, or find out a little bit more about me. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you. Okay, 8. We'll see you next time, next month, when you're in your month of 5. Bye for now.